Hey, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I wanted to give some of my thoughts about the Bengals releasing Vontaze Burfict. To start off with, Vontaze Burfict is probably one of the most polarizing figures in Bengals history. A lot of people looked at the news yesterday and they were kind of sad about it, while others were more so glad about it. I look back at his years in this uniform, and it really just seems like a lot of unrealized potential. As everybody knows, he's an extremely talented player, but there's also a lot of baggage that came with him, a lot of dirty play at times, crossing the line, things of that nature. He was definitely somebody who I felt like embodied the quintessential Marvin Lewis player. The Bengals like taking risks in the draft. They have no problem drafting or trading for guys with character issues. And Burfict was an undrafted player coming out of college, and for a while he looked like a steal and was one of the most productive players on the team. But then as time moved on, he started becoming a victim of his own reputation. Concussions started settling in, and then the last few years he just looked like a shell of his former self. I mean, he's only 28 years old, but he looked like a 38-year-old linebacker last year. And so with the new coaching staff in place, they felt like it was time to move on. There's been a lot of debate online about his role with this organization. A lot of people look back on his tenure, and if you look back at the Steelers playoff game, he played a monstrous game up until the very end, of course, and that's what people want to remember. He was a guy who that game he played such a pivotal role. Now, I blame Jeremy Hill more than anybody else for losing that game. But Vontaze Burfict, that play where he concussed Antonio Brown and got the 15-yard penalty, that's his career in a nutshell. A guy who just, what you needed there was poise, and he delivered a crushing blow but couldn't deliver the poise needed. So it's interesting to look back on that, because if you rewind back even farther, if Andy Dalton doesn't get injured against the Steelers, they probably, I think, beat Denver the following week, and that would have given them the number 2 seed. So they would have avoided the Steelers, and Burfict probably doesn't get suspended the next year, and things seem to snowball for him from that point on. So it's really a classic case of what if. Now, I kind of hope he retires personally. From what I've heard, the guy's had 7 concussions. You want to see him kind of have a normal life, and I don't think he can really play in this modern NFL, and I think he has such a target on his back, and really in a lot of ways he's an old school player, and he just can't adapt to the new way that the NFL is played. Now, of course, some people don't like that, but it doesn't matter if you like it or not. You have to, as a player, adapt, and he just couldn't adapt. And so I guess looking back on it, all the main culprits from that playoff loss against the Steelers are gone. Pac-Man's gone, Burfict's gone, Lewis is gone, and Hill is gone. So it's really kind of the end of a chapter. So anyway, I just wanted to give some of my thoughts about the release of Vontaze Burfict and give some of my opinions as well. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye.